We are getting some source-based information from highly reliable sources in the Mumbai police. We are going to piece all of them down, whatever Viren Gunawat actually told us, and will present them in the form of a visual presentation in just a short moment. Thanks very much, Viren Gunawat, for getting us all the latest. Shifting focus now to the national capital. And no, pollution is not the only thing why the national capital or news from the national capital is emanating. There was a demolition drive that was taken place by the Indian Railways, which went horribly wrong. Now, death of a child in a Juggi demolition drive in Shakur Basti has sparked off a fresh political fight in the capital. 500 homes were torn down by railway officials, leaving more than 1,000 people homeless on a chilly Saturday night. The railway official pulled down hundreds of dwellings and shops in an anti-encroachment drive to make room for fresh infrastructure. While the railways has defended their action, saying they had issued notices to vacate the grounds voluntarily, the slum dwellers have refuted the claims. Meanwhile, even as the slum dwellers are coming to terms with the loss, political bickering has now snowballed. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, after releasing that very strong statement yesterday, will take up the matter with the Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu, as he is not satisfied with the Railway Department's response. Also, inside Parliament, Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament Bhagwant Mann is likely to give an adjournment motion notice in Lok Sabha, raising the Shakur Basti demolition case.
तो स्मार्ट सिटी बनाने की प्रक्रिया में लगे हुए आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपके सभी शुभ कामों के प्रति हमारी शुभकामना है। किंतु 7 डिग्री 5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में अगर दिल्ली में आने वाला एक नागरिक अगर आपके लोगों के अत्याचार के द्वारा रात को बेघर छोड़ दिया जाएगा और वो भी कानून के खिलाफ जाकर, तो देश में अच्छा संदेश नहीं आएगा।
Where I'm standing right now used to be somebody's home till yesterday when the railways began that demolition drive on this illegal colony of Shakur Basti. But all right now you can see strewn around bricks, pieces of polythene sheets and mud. This used to be the chulha till yesterday. People used to cook here, and now all you can see is just a piece of sleeper that was left behind in the desperation to walk out, a piece of soap and a piece of toothbrush, all household belongings that are left around. Now it's cold out here in the night. Even as we speak, it's 10 degrees centigrade. It is going to be much colder throughout the night, and people are trying to keep themselves warm by by this kind of bonfires. आप बताइए सर, दिक्कतें हो रहा होगा?
पूरा दिक्कत हो रहा है सर, हम लोग ठंडी से मर रहे हैं। 5 आदमी में एक कंबल मिला, उससे क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होना, ऐसे तप के रात भर बैठ रहे हैं।
और हम सब लोग सोच रहे हैं कि कम से कम 25 गज जमीन जगह मिल जाए तो रहने के लिए तो रह जाए, सही कर लेंगे।
But the fact of the matter is that this is the reality of Shakur Basti right now. These are children, little children, who will be spending their nights throughout the night in the open sky. बेटा बताओ, सारा रात ऐसे खुले में रहोगे?
हाँ, सारा रात ऐसे खुले में रहेंगे।
ठंड लग रहा है?
हाँ, लग रहा है।
So probably these are the imageries that you will take with you when talking about Shakur Basti, when talking about the whole demolition drive. Political parties may blame each other about who is right and who is wrong, but the fact of the matter is here Shakur Basti is shivering with cold. In New Delhi, with Ritesh on Indo Banerjee for India Today.
You know, that last statement, that last line that Anindo actually spoke, Anusha is with us this morning. Anusha, that last line that Anindo spoke really is the story here. You can't really measure 7 degrees centigrade and someone out in the cold to the fact that whether there was an illegal occupation or an encroachment and a demolition. That right or wrong is a different subject matter. But if a person is out there in this cold, this Delhi winter at 6 degrees centigrade, then that's not good. Let's put it very simply. Just take us through, number one, whose responsibility is it to take care of these people now? And secondly, what exactly is this case for the benefit of our viewers? What had happened?
Sanket, to begin with, as you pointed out earlier while reading this entire matter, is the fact that there was Shakur Basti, which has been in place for quite some time. And according to railway officials, they had served repeated notices to the dwellers here to move from this area since they want to put up a warehouse and other railway-related facilities here. After that, this operation was carried out and all of them were displaced from their dwellings, from that slum area. Let's make one thing very clear: as far as the legality of illegal constructions or slum is concerned in the national capital, we all know that illegal construction, illegal colonies is rampant across the national capital. Also the fact that when it's election time, when it's a tricky political situation, politicians do not shy away from regularizing these unauthorized colony. There is little city planning that goes into place. There is little thought behind it. As far as the rehabilitation of these people is concerned, Railway has simply said that under the Railway Act, there is a Railway Act 1989, under which there are rehabilitation norms also. Under that act, they are not required to give the rehabilitation measures. However, they are ready to contribute a sum which can take place. It is the responsibility of the state government and the central government together in the national capital to come out and help these people. As well as I can tell you, it's a very chilly morning out here in Delhi today, and we can just imagine what those children and people must be going through while there is this entire talk about smart cities and also who's responsible actually here, whether the center or the state, and we hope that the government reaches out to them soon and the politics doesn't take over.
Now, what is actually supposed to happen in Parliament today? We have heard that Arvind Kejriwal is likely to take this issue up in a big way with Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu. We know for a fact that in Parliament, Bhagwant Mann might take this particular issue up in Parliament. Can you take us through how the Aam Aadmi Party has decided to make this a sort of a rallying point against the centre?
Absolutely correct, Sanket. As far as the politicization of this matter is concerned, it is a hot political potato, and of course the Kejriwal government has picked it up. They are going to raise it in the parliament. They are going to ask questions to the railway minister, and also they are raising all sorts of questions about the morality of what really has happened, since railway, directly in every state falls under the purview of the central government. However, the question Kejriwal government must answer is also the fact that Shakur Basti is not only the illegal construction in Delhi. There are many across the national capital. What are they going to do about it? Construction near the Yamuna River in the national capital has been a huge issue. NGT has given various orders against it. That was one of the arguments of the railway also, that there is a order of the National Green Tribunal, and that is merely what they are following. If really we have to avoid these instances in the long run, we need better planning, and we need our politicians to have a proactive approach towards all of this. So of course the Kejriwal government is all out there to politicize this issue. The bigger question is, what is their strategy in the long run to make sure this doesn't happen again?